Yes, it is a Project Life process video. I know some of you are going to say, I thought you quit Project Life last year. I did, and then I tried again in January. So this layout is from January. I switched to the 6x12 album for this year. And yes, sadly, this was the only layout I did this year. Then I thought of switching back to a 6x8, but I don't know. I did this process, so I thought I would share it with you guys. I know it's been so long since I've done Project Life, so I don't know. I was kind of rusty, but this is from January, and I'm not sure. This kit is from an old Echo Park kit. I got it on sale at Tuesday morning. I think the name of it is Life Captured or something like that. But this kit had like this typewriter in there that I really liked. It had like a sticker one and also one on like a 3x4 card. And you'll see me cut that one out in a second. And I don't know, I was just being indecisive. But all of the papers that I used for this layout came from that kit also, except for I think that top card, like that orange diagonal stripe. I don't know, that was just something that I pulled from my stash. And this is, I don't know, this is a monthly. Yeah, it was supposed to be like a monthly layout. Yeah, and there I go with the other typewriter. And I know what you are about to say. It is the same. It's the same thing. But I don't know, one had like a different shape to it. So it gave the card like a different feeling. So I did go back and forth a few times trying to decide which one. I don't know if I'm the only one who just goes back and forth with little details like that, but I put it aside because I just couldn't decide. So I said, let it sit there and I'll move on to another card. So this first card is kind of like, I guess, my title card, but it's also a picture. And that little sticker that says, "You are my favorite work of art," that is from an old Echo Park kit. It was Creative Agenda, but that was one of my favorite kits ever. And I think that's like the last piece, or one of the last pieces I have from that kit. I've been hoarding it forever. So I finally had the perfect picture to use. And that picture, that's just a picture of my son coloring something. So I was like, oh, I finally have an excuse to use this sticker. So that's like one of my last pieces. And this card, I did struggle a bit trying to layer all the pieces because I wanted to add the picture, that sticker, and I also wanted to serve as a title card. So I struggled a bit with just moving things around. And I do finally find like the perfect spot. I guess it's like a graph pattern. I cut that down, and I am going to put my month on there. And I don't know, I'm a little rusty with doing these Project Life voiceovers. Or maybe it's because I did this spread a while back, because I'm like, oh, what am I about to do next? I know it's kind of fun to watch it being played back. But I finally got the little spot. I put that sticker, and I think I found, I really wanted to use those puffy stickers. They didn't work. So I wound up using these gold stickers just to spell out the month of January. And I was about to place them down, but I think I found a tag. And I put them on a tag or something. But while I'm doing this, I just want to know, has anyone else just kind of given up on Project Life? Like, I don't know, I just, around like the year before, I kind of lost my mojo. And then this year, I just could not get into the groove. I did January, and I tried to switch to the 6x12 book because I did 6x12 I did it for Christmas one year for a December daily album, and I loved it so much. But I don't know, I just could not get into the groove of it. And it also may be the fact that this has been a very tough year. And it's also been a tough year to document chronologically. So I don't know, I guess I have just struggled with project life. So if anybody else struggled this year, let me know if there are any tips, like what did you do to keep documenting? Because I said I do want to go back and document. I don't know. And also, I don't know, my channel, like my content has kind of been all over the place this year because I have just been experimenting. I've been experimenting with projects that I enjoy, just trying new things. For example, you see like the next card I'm working on, when I tried the bullet journal, and I was so excited to try that. I did a few videos on it, but I just couldn't, I just couldn't get, and I think the paper was like cream. It wasn't white paper. Everything bled through the paper. I don't know, it just did not work for me. But for those of you who are still sticking with my channel and still watching, like while I've just been all over the place this year, I really appreciate it. I want to say thank you to you guys because I've been putting out videos, but I have been jumping from planner to planner, jumping from project to project, just trying to find my groove this year. Because like I said, it's been a tough year. And when you go through tough times, for me as a creative person, I like to, adjust my creative projects as I go, just see what speaks to me in the moment. And sometimes if a project does not speak to me, I won't do it. And I guess that's kind of what happened with Project Life. I just was not into it. But let me get back to this card. I did add like a little cork die cut behind that sticker, and it gave it, and it kind of balanced it on the page. And I'm adding just a little word sticker that says moment cherished, and that little word sticker comes from the Maggie Holmes Shine book, like the Maggie Holmes Shine sticker book or whatever. And I like to mount my word stickers on a piece of cardstock. I don't know, it just helps it stick out, so because they're so tiny, so it doesn't get lost on the page. And that is my title card all done. I know I took forever with that title card, and the video is forwarded, so you know it took me a long time. All right, now to this bullet journal. I was so excited. I was just so excited about trying this bullet journal. I had watched so many videos. I did a few process videos for my bullet journal. Like the layouts themselves, they came out very pretty. Like it was just pretty, and I felt like I was just copying what other people were doing. Oh, this is how you do bullet journal. You collect some pictures. Like it was pretty, but it didn't speak to me. And the paper bled through really bad. Anytime I tried to use markers, like the next page would be ruined. But I don't know, I am glad that I have this documented. That is one of the projects that I tried this year. And I don't know, I'm thinking of doing like a video for this year, just of all the projects that I've done, the different memory keeping styles that I have tried this year since I wasn't doing Project Life. And it's mainly because my memory keeping was not working chronologically. Even though I still love Project Life, but it's just hard if you just don't have that chronological story. I didn't have a lot of good things to document on a daily basis. And I added that little love die cut because at the moment I was really loving this bullet journal. I got all excited. Like I was just on Pinterest for hours looking at bullet journal layouts. And if you want to check those out, I do have like a few bullet journal spreads. I guess I found it very pretty. It just didn't speak to me. So here I am back to this card, and I plan on using this card like just to write a recap of the month. And I didn't do my journaling on video. I'll go back and do it. And I have this little like tiny brown paper bag, and you can get these at the craft section in Walmart. I think they're like $1, but these little bags, they fit perfectly in a Project Life insert, like the 3x4 insert. So I'm going to put like a recap of the month on the front of there, and then in the inside, I just wanted to slip in just some little notes, I guess, kind of like hidden journaling, you know, what was going on that month. And yes, I know I went back and forth, I don't know, about 10, 20 times trying to figure out which typewriter. I finally went with the wider one with the sticker. And I was still being indecisive on how to place it. So I finally used the wider one, and I'm just looking for something, I don't know, just to complete it. And I am digging, like, I don't know, my enamel dots just were not working. So I finally, or maybe I didn't, I don't know, I was being so indecisive with this layout, y'all. I'm so sorry. But I did finally put that, put the heart down. And I'll go back later and do my journaling. And one of the things that I really love about doing hidden journaling is, like, I don't know, I can complete this and I can come back, you know, months later or even years later and write about that same time frame and just write, you know, how my perspective has changed. Because sometimes when you're going through stuff, you look at it differently, and you'll come back years, you know, just months later, and your perspective will change. So that is why I really like putting hidden journaling, and I don't always complete the hidden journaling at that time. Like with my, I want to say like the 2015 album, one of those albums when my son was a toddler. Like, I put a lot of hidden journaling. I would write notes to him that he can go back and read them later. And I don't know, maybe years later, if he's interested, he can go back and add journaling like behind the pictures, or, you know, behind on those little spots. Who knows? But for this layout, I am putting this is kind of just, I don't know, I guess a photo recap, or just a card of everything that was happening that month. Like, I like to put, I don't know, kind of one picture for each person. Like my son, he was both of us were into Lego Worlds, the video game, for the month of January. He got it for Christmas. So we played that game all January. We were playing that game. I think we painted the house that month, and then I have like my new planner. I did the video on my planner lineup, so that's kind of my picture. And we were also watching that show True Detective, and then a selfie of my husband because his birthday was that month. So that was kind of, I don't know, just kind of it for the month. And I'm just trying to find something to layer this card with. That is one of my favorite parts of Project Life, is layering everything. I don't like to just, you know, stick the picture down, stick it in the insert. It's the fun of, you know, going through my stash and seeing what goes together. And I guess that's also one of my, I know with Project Life, there are so many people that I used to follow and who have just kind of stopped. So I know lately the inspiration just hasn't been there. And my style is also a lot different than what you see in Project Life right now. I have, I guess a busy style. Everybody's doing this modern, clean layout, but I like this busyness. So that is it for this layout. I think I have rambled enough. And y'all, let me know if I should give Project Life another try or just let it go and try something new. I would love to hear from you guys. And I know that is it for this Project Life process. I haven't done one in forever. I hope you enjoyed it. And for all of my people who used to watch all of my Project Life, let me know if you all are still doing Project Life. Just what is up with Project Life, because I feel like so many people have quit in the last year. But as always, thank you for watching my videos, commenting, liking, and subscribing. I love you guys, and I will talk to you in the next video.